Welcome to our bonus module. We want to help you succeed in everything that you need to start a thriving, spirit filled, life giving, healing ministry in your city. So, I want to talk about training your team, getting your team trained, filled, and equipped to be the most effective that they can be. You can't do it alone, you have to have a team. So, you want to have your teams trained on the theology of healing, not what they heard from a backslidden pastor or from their aunt that doesn't believe in Jesus or anything, or what they saw on TV. You want to train your people, your team members, on the theology of healing, that Christ is the healer, that it's God's will to heal people, that Jesus is the model. When you look at the life of Jesus, he never turned anyone away and said, I want you to be sick longer. He ruined every funeral that he went to, and you never see Jesus putting sickness on somebody. All he did was take sickness away from people. You want to train your team members on their authority, that God has given them authority, that God's given them great authority, that they have authority in their words to speak life and abundance and health. You want to have your team trained on the role of faith and love and compassion. Again, how to welcome guests, how to minister to people, laying hands on respectively, team culture, unity, honor, humility, encourage one another, protect the atmosphere. It's so important to protect the atmosphere that you have. Don't let doubt, don't let unbelief, don't let negativity come into the atmosphere. Set the atmosphere. Let it be filled with faith and love and power. So important. No competition. You don't want team members to be competing. You don't want jealousy. You don't want pressure. Everything flows better when there's life and joy and peace. And so, how do you do this? How do you train? Well, you want to have meetings. You want to have quarterly meetings with your team to help train them and go over things. Maybe there's some challenges that they faced, or maybe there's things that they didn't understand, or they've got some questions. Have a monthly or quarterly training meeting where your team members can come together and talk about the wins, talk about the victories, but also receive training. And so it's important. You can review testimonies. You can go over etiquette. You can remind them again. It's not about perfection, but it's about His presence. And so it's super important to train your team on the theology of healing. There's many great resources out there about healing. Christ the Healer by F. Bosworth is one of the hallmark books about healing. I'll have a link to that below. And also T.L. Osborne has a great book on healing the sick. Those are some awesome references. Those are some awesome keys. Give your team members and give them access to books and PDFs and training on the healing words, so they're all in the same flow. And you'll find that as you have your team trained up and equipped, right, you're going to see great things happen in your city.